Welcome to another adventure of riding with Bob and John.
No, we want all this off of here because
it was glaring in the window.
Yeah, it's glaricious.
So anyway, what we were doing today was we were coming to the normal Walmart where I usually get groceries and stuff, and the order, I don't know, I hit the wrong button somewhere and it wound up being out in Avon. So we're at the Walmart. We're leaving the Walmart in Lorain and we're heading for Avon. So this ought to be a fun little jaunt, not in the direction of the previous films. So, okay.
We'll turn the music volume down because it was a little overbearing last time.
It wasn't bad. I don't mind the music.
It overbeared me.
Oh.
But I'm more overbearing than some people sometimes.
I'm smarter than the average bear.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Charmin in the woods.
You're not as furry.
This is true. Although not too far off, really. I'm a real man. I got hair on me chest.
I got hair in me nose.
Oh, yeah, me too. Sometimes it's trying to grab things, reaching out.
I tell you what, the problem with hair in your nose is they don't make combs the right shape.
I know, the regular ones scratch really bad. I hate that.
Here's a new Little Caesars pizza.
It is?
Yeah, right there. But they haven't learned how to do it right yet.
Oh, okay.
We ordered it from there, and it was just kind of uninspiring, let's say.
This is where the old Kmart was.
Yeah, that was the Super K.
And this is a Meyer or
Meyer? Yeah, and a Chick-fil-A. Have you eaten at Chick-fil-A?
No, I never have.
That's pretty good.
Here, it's very expensive.
I don't know that it's that expensive. Yeah.
And there's a protesting cow begging people to eat more chicken.
Can't blame them, I would say.
Yeah, that's what the chickens have to say about that.
Eat more fish.
Oh, yeah. And fish don't even talk, so they're out of luck.
They don't care. You know.
So this is, okay. Oh, yellow light. So, now we're in the area where there's a lot of food stuff. There's the Chinese restaurant. We just passed it. We were going to eat there today, but it looks like things have changed. But we just went to Denny's, right? That was Denny's we went to?
No. We went to Bob Evans.
Oh, Bob Evans. Okay, that's right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We did. We switched from one to the other. And then Blue Sky is over here somewhere. That's where Tom...
Back that way.
Yeah, we just passed it. That's where Tom painted the scenery around the insides. Tom painted the walls with scenery. Some guy's squeaking his fiddle on the radio.
The squiddle feature.
Yeah.
Well, let's change.
I get squeaky sometimes. That's all right.
No, that's okay. It's a little more backgroundy-ish, which is fine.
Yeah. It's dainty.
Yeah, right. It's very appropriate for us.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should change our dialogue a little bit so that we can sound more dainty.
I'm going to wear my hat.
Oh, it's Veterans Week?
Well, it's Veterans Day, but since Veterans Day was on a Monday, and Monday's, early in the week.
I would have worn my mega hat, but somebody probably would have shot me.
Somebody might shoot me because I'm a vet. No.
Yeah, who knows?
If they do, it's their loss.
Or they'll do it just because. That seems to be a good reason anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
Nowadays for people to shoot at stuff. Because, just because.
Hang on, boys. Let me get through.
I'm going to try to keep the camera stabler than last time because it was rather wiggly. I do not have anti-wiggle on this camera, so I have to unwiggle it myself.
It's hard to find a non-wiggly road, too.
No, it's true. Well, at least the highways are pretty
traffic, so I'm in good shape.
So this is Route 2 that we're on.
That's a nice exit ramp because is it's long enough to allow you to get up to the merge speed,
Yeah.
which I think is good.
Yes, it's important. I've seen people actually stop on the ramp to wait for a truck to go by.
Oh, I know.
There's the flag. Oh, we did cross this spot before.
Yeah, we came in through past here yesterday.
Oh, all right. Yesterday.
Mahjong was such an easy game to play.
No, I threw all my mahjong stuff away.
Huh. Oh, I believe in chicken cheese.
Chicken cheese. That was an obscure place for a hill. I love all the fall twigs on the trees. It would have been nicer with some leaves, but oh well. I missed it. I missed all the fall colors this year.
Winter's planning on coming our way.
Yeah. Dumb old winter.
That's okay.
I get cold. My house is cold. The ceiling panels in the kitchen, they go when it gets windy.
That's green.
There's a beautiful green. I like that green.
I don't recognize what kind of car that is.
Green, green, it's green they say on the far side of the hill. Green, green, I'm going away to where the grass is greener still. Who was them guys?
Green.
I don't know if I have that song in my collection. Oh, there's some nice little colors kind of hidden away in the woods. Was it the same guys that did Greenback Dollar and all that stuff?
Could be. That would have been the Kingston Trio.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That might have been the Kingston Trio, too. But that might also have been the New Christie Minstrels.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They did do that style.
Yes. And then there was another group like that was a little more obscure. It was called the Back Porch Majority.
Oh, I've not heard of them.
Yeah, now I think if I have it right, I think the Back Porch Majority was actually a college group, and they kind of fed into the New Christie Minstrels at the professional level, you know?
Oh, okay.
And I served, and when I was in the military, I had a doctor that I was serving with that used to be in the New Christie Minstrels.
Oh, yeah?
Their first one or two albums before he ended up getting his, medical license and so on. And so he had a joke that he told us. He says, "What do they call the guys that quit the New Christie Minstrels?" And we said, "What?" He said, "They call us the used Christie Minstrels."
That's funny.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. I went out and played music with him a few different times.
There's the Midway Mall out there.
We were doing folk music at the time in Washington, D.C. area. So a couple of times I did hootenannies with him. That was pretty cool.
That's neat. For a while I was living next door to one of the current members of now I can't think of the name. They did I'll think of it later.
Okay, good memory.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't even think of what the songs was that they were singing. They were an old a cappella group, or well, at least none of them played instruments. I'll figure it out later. I'll even put a name of who the people are that is in the screen there, so that people can say, "Well, who the heck are they?" And I don't have to say that.
A cappella group?
I think.
Pentatonics?
Oh, there's that was Ford Road. No,
Glad?
no. There's a whole group, and none of the original members are alive anymore.
Ooh. A cappella wasn't as big a while back.
Well, no. What I mean is that they weren't. It wasn't an acapella group. It was none of them played instruments. They were all singers.
Oh, so it's like the Ames Brothers,
Something
or
like that.
the Mills Brothers, or let's see, who else was doing the Ink Spots? That was some of the.
Oh
guys.
wait,
Were they black or white?
you're white.
Okay.
I almost had one of the songs in my head. There's the Regal Simona.
Could have been the Williams Brothers,
No.
the Brothers Four.
Hold on, let me think. No. I think there was 5 of them anyway. I can't think of it. It's like this song is like right on the tip of my tongue. Here, look at my tongue.
Oh, the Taste Buds.
That's them. The Taste Buds. No, I don't think that's right. Look, see that technology with that big light, bright screen? They could make daytime drive-ins if they wanted to.
Yeah, if they wanted to.
Of course, I guess drive-ins are more fun at night.
Go to a drive-in in the daytime. Everybody's working. Hopefully.
That's a good point, too. Well, but now they're not. Now everybody's, like transferring over to, communism and stuff.
Oh.
But they don't have to work anymore. They just have to starve to death or be
How do you
eliminated.
transfer? Do you sign up online or something?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Oh, I think some people wait till they're dead, I think.
Okay. Well,
And then they vote in,
they'd be the more productive ones.
Some of them, yeah. At least they're not hanging out in front of the store begging for change. By the way, I didn't mean anything I just said. Not.
Right. Are you afraid you're going to offend some communists?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Boris Badmouth might be listening. Much less Big Brother. Testing. Hello. Is this thing on? Yeah, lattes. Men at Work. That's a good band. I guess that's what they do in the
Some of the guys
wintertime.
are actually working too. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Probably too cold to stand around.
Probably, yeah.
Hey guys, I'm getting cold. Let's work.
That's a good alternative.
The music sort of went away.
Anyway, so the guy that was in that band that lived next door to where I was living at Kelly's house, his yard was so overgrown with trees and undergrowth and stuff that it looked like the woods. I mean, he wouldn't maintain the yard, and he could sing good, but wouldn't maintain the yard. And eventually, one of the trees fell. But part of its own self stopped that branch from hitting Kelly's house. So the tree fell into its own, Y of another section of it. But so they finally he was finally forced to maintain some of that growth that he allowed. I guess he didn't have to mow the lawn. There wasn't any. I wonder what that's going to be.
A building.
Oh, stem hunter. Something. Oh, a chair. I guess that's if your car breaks down and they conveniently left a chair there.
Yeah,
so
one guy can walk for gas and the other one can just sit and wait.
I see. But you have to break down right there. They should put a sign.
Break down here?
Well, where the chair was, yeah. Break down here, yeah. That's like, when they have those deer crossing signs, they should put them...
Who the heck is this guy crossing? I hear everybody writing in letters. Deer crossing.
I don't know. But no, that's the different kind.
Oh.
But the deer crossing signs I'm talking about, they should put them in places where it's safer for the deer to cross.
You're right.
Because, it's just too dangerous for deer to be crossing the highway. I was actually listening to the radio once and a woman called up and she was legitimately saying that. Why don't they put the deer crossings next to where the kids get on the bus? Lady.
Hey, you don't want the deer getting on the bus.
Yeah, that's true. But apparently she couldn't understand that deer can't read.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Yeah. What, that can't read or think
Oh,
deer,
no,
deer
they can't
can?
with that kind of logic.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's some really...
Logic is a conditional term.
Yes.
It requires a certain amount of brain tissue.
Yes. So here we must turn left. Oh, no, I guess there's a ramp. But here we should turn left.
Yeah, you're in the left turn lane.
Yeah. Which is on the right side of the highway. There's Best Buy.
That's actually second to the Best Buy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the best one was closest to me, and they closed it down.
Well, now this is Best Buy.
Well, it's still second to the Best Buy in my book.
Oh. It's not nearly as buy as the other one was.
Yeah. It's
Buy
like buy
me.
me.
Of course, who knows what it means to be buy anymore.
That's another conversation, and I'm not.
Yeah, me too. And even after the Julia Honeychild episode, I am still not what some people might want to think.
Yeah.
And that was not a dress. I took Count Melvin's white long sleeve shirt.
Who's Count Melvin?
Count Melvin the vampire.
Oh, you're a vampire dude, okay.
Yeah, and I turned it around so that the back of the collar was in the front, so it looked more like a turtleneck collar. And then I had this big Hawaiian shirt. And then I took two shirts and I tied them up and hung them on my neck on a string. So I had a couple of lumpy areas in the shirt. And then I took Milo's wig and Count Melvin's hairnet, because that Count Melvin wig needs a hairnet to keep it flat. So that pulled the hairstyle down into a tighter head of hair for Julia Honeychild. And I'm getting a lot of comments on Julia Honeychild. People are cracking up. It's fun. And I had no idea how that show was going to come out. I was just sort of...
You did a good job with the voice.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's cool. She's easy to do. She sounds like a guy trying to sound like a woman.
Okay.
I cannot do a female voice. Couldn't do it to save my life.
Me neither. I have a hard time with those.
Yeah.
Now we have to find the right spot out here. I don't know where this.
Pickup.
Is.
Unless that's where they sell pickup trucks.
Could be. Walmart has everything.
I do. I know. It could be.
You can look at the clientele here and tell that you're in a little bit more prosperous area.
Oh, well, yeah, that's...
Just by looking at the people walking around.
Yeah. I guess.
Except the lady who just walked in front of me, more prosperous, but maybe not more logical.
Yeah, maybe she thinks deer can read.
Well, it can read if you use the right alphabet and language.
Oh. What's that?
Deer stuff.
Oh, deer stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I've almost stepped in deer stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's like the outdoor deer toilets, Deer John.
Oh, okay.
And they're the ones that have the deer language, the Deer John letters.
Yeah. I see.
It all
That
makes
all
sense.
just does. It all pulls together now. All right. Well, we're here to pick up, so now I have to go ahead and alert them, and we will be back with part 2 of this adventure in a little while.
This down a little bit.
Okay, we have accomplished our mission, and we are now going to resume the round trip to. Actually, we're going to head to a Chinese restaurant. But the answer to, we finally figured out who the band was, or who the group was. It was the 4 Lads. They were a singing group. So I guess there was 4 of them. I guess I thought there was 5, but there was only 4. Unless they used to be called the 5 Lads, but I don't know. Well, that was rather weird of a...
Yeah, parking lots.
They didn't show that, but somebody was coming through the parking lot almost as if they were going to keep coming.
He did. He went through.
Oh.
People think parking lots don't have driving lanes, and they do. They just don't pay attention to them.
There's a lot of things
Okay,
people
he's
don't
gonna
pay
stop.
attention to.
Yeah.
So, okay, here we are, heading back toward Lorain. We're currently in Avon. There's an Aldi. I've been to that Aldi before. I only had my normal amount of coffee this morning. You know, I've been getting like nosebleeds. My right nostril, my nostril. Sometimes, a couple times in a day, or sometimes it won't happen in a day. But it's been recent. Like past week or 2.
Well, when the weather cools down, of course it hasn't been that cold.
Yeah.
You know, in the winter when the heater's on all the time, the air dries out.
Yeah.
That can cause it.
I know that when I was living in Denver, the air was very dry.
Hey, check this dude out. He's going to block off all the lanes of traffic going the other way.
What a dummy. This is a kind of a wild intersection anyway.
Yeah. Crazy traffic.
And 2 left lanes, or 3 left lanes, or whatever it is. 2 left lanes. So then here's the ramp.
That's for people that have 2 left feet.
I see. So when people have 2 left feet, do they put both the brake and the accelerator on the left side?
No, but they put them in a special platoon when they're marching. They go left, 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 left.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do when they go to the shoe store.
And when the one guy calls out right, and everybody stops and goes, huh?
Oh, I thought maybe they trip or something, stumble.
Well, they go to the half a shoe store, and the rest of the inventory goes to the shoe store for people with 2 right feet.
I see. Okay.
That's, it all makes sense if you think about it.
Well, that keeps things even anyway.
That's right. Oh, left.
Although I always wondered how Pickway could have buy 2 and get 1 free.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's gonna rain.
Nah. We can open the moonroof and see.
Okay. Nah, the moon's not out. I don't think you're allowed. Here's that new place again.
Yeah, the place they call
Hunter.
building.
Oh, recruiting.
Recruiting.
I think that's what it said. Chevrolet.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know him?
No.
There's Joyce.
Yeah. That's the old Joe Fermet Chevy, and Mark Wahlberg bought it off the Fermets. I used to work for Joe Fermet.
Yeah. You worked for quite a few car sales.
A few different ones.
Didn't you say that there was one time when they were actually they were fighting over you, trying to get you to come and work for them?
Yeah, there were a couple of places that, actually, they came here right. Joe Fermet. Let's see, when I was at Joe Fermet, Mike Bass sent somebody to come and get me. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
And I had worked with, that was George Hood. I had worked with George at Ed Mullinax Ford, so I knew him. And they sent him out to fetch me up. So he did. He came out, Bob, you got to come over. He says, I looked at the way they take care of the lot and everything here. He says, I know you can't be happy with this. And truthfully, I wasn't. So I said, well, I'll come talk to you. And that was it. And I ended up staying there 17 years.
Wow. Did you give the other place 2 weeks' notice?
Oh, yeah. You know, I never threw anybody under the bus.
They didn't give me 2 weeks' notice when they fired me from the Westlake Holiday Inn. Boy, that was a fiasco.
Yeah.
The chef left for vacation, and he knew that I was one that never really asked for help. You know, he says, "Look, John," he says, "we're here to help if you need help." So, you know, so one day I got 17 salads ordered at once, and I asked the girl that was filling in to come and help me, and I put out all but like 3 salads. So then she took me in the office and says, "Why are you asking for help?" And I got sort of fumey about it. I mean, I was working side by side with, you know, in the kitchen with her for all this time, and now she wants to be all haughty. And I threw my gloves on the floor and I was yelling and stuff. And so then I get a call from the manager of the hotel saying, "You don't have to come in tomorrow. In fact, you don't have to come back ever at all again." So.
Messing with his girlfriend, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. No, not hardly. I mean, she was just a cook. It just went to her head when she was, you know, put in charge for a week. But oh well.
So I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, I ate a donut today.
I did eat a breakfast very early. I woke up at like 6.
Yeah, I ate a donut at 7:45.
I had some bacon and eggs and rye toast. Yeah, I went to my normal grocery store and I said, "Hey, how come you don't got no rye bread?" So they started getting rye bread. Cool. That's when I did the Reuben episode. And I called it James.
I remember when I lived on G Street in Lorain a long, long time ago. We had gone, I think, to Chicago for some or another, and for dessert we had mint chocolate chip ice cream. I'd never heard of it before. So Sue and I both kind of liked it. And so when I came back home, I went down to the Lawson store up the road and I asked for that. And they said, "What is it? We've never heard of it." And I said, "Oh, man." They said, "Well, if you want, I'll order you some." I said, "Yeah, I'll order you some. And when it comes in, I'll buy some." So they did. that was it. That became really popular, and they never quit carrying it.
Oh, wow.
So, that was the first that I knew of finding that particular flavor in Lorain, Ohio.
And you started a trend.
Apparently, it was pretty good ice cream. It's still around.
It might have been a regional. I mean, he might have brought it to this region. It might have been,
yeah,
because that's how stuff spreads around. Oh, that was a nice looking spot there. I should have got that. Oh, there we go. There's another nice spot. Sometimes I wish I could go camping in just some of the rough woods around the place, around this area.
Yeah, just catch a bear and eat it.
Yeah.
I tried that once, but the bear was so gummy.
Oh, I hate those. I don't like that. You have to beat it with a meat tenderizer. And then it becomes a gummy splat.
Gummy bears go good if you have Swedish fish for dessert.
Oh, okay. I could see that. Because they're sweet?
They're Swedish.
Oh, okay.
I think I'll be ahead of this guy unless he's speeding up more and more. I better get up ahead of him here so he gets in behind me. The guy behind me slowing down. Okay, that'll work out.
That was actually a very nice courtesy that you did for him.
Yeah. I watch those merges a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you saw when I was coming out, I flashed the other guy so he got out in front of me.
When I was truck driving, I used to try to be courteous with the traffic, and of course, and then afterwards, it's snowing.
So it is.
For crying out loud.
It's a little early this year, but whatever.
It won't stick. Not right now.
Nah. Ground's too warm. It was in the mid-60s yesterday.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, it was a couple days ago. It was 70. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's beginning to look like Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, my favorite Jewish holiday is Kursky Bar.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I like it with nuts.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah. Got the Jews and Gentiles singing Happy Hanukkah to you.
There's all the cars for Carvana. That's a huge parking lot, man. They got all kind of cars there.
I went to that concert once.
Oh, Carvana?
Yeah.
Who was there? Kurt Corvair?
Yes. The Who and Kurt Corvair.
There you go.
And Lita Ford.
I think there was a girl trivia group. They called them the Who.
Oh. The Who. Oh, there's a whole bunch of places to eat.
Yeah, if you like pretend food.
Yeah. Actually, KFC ain't too bad.
No, I like their pot pies the best.
Yeah, those are pretty good. I had one once when we all went out over there.
And they've been Bidenized. They used to be $5. Now they're $6.99.
Yeah, everything's Bidenized now.
his crew has really put our country into a mess.
Oh, but we should vote for him because gas came down a nickel.
Yeah, right.
They put us in a real gas hole.
Yep. You know what they say, don't be confused, or we might make you president.
Just as long as you got places on your arms and legs for strings.
Yeah.
He isn't very merry for a marionette.
Here's the truck I got in front of.
Oh.
Goodbye,
Hi,
sir.
truck.
There's a microwave tower. Boy, there's enough voltage going through that, it'll sizzle your whiskers.
Yeah. G5. Killing birds and everything with that stuff. So here's where we started from.
Mm-hmm.
We came right back to where we started from. Oh, they have a place where you can take sheets right there.
Yeah, sheets guess. And you notice
See?
that they're 80, I forget, their 88 octane is cheaper than their 87 or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
And the reason for that, I went and filled up there once, is because their 87 octane is 10% ethanol, but their 88 is 15% ethanol.
Oh,
That's why.
I see. And here's a little documentation of the current prices. The chase is on. Chase Bank is back there. Okay.
Okay.
That's kind of dumb. Okay, here's some other businesses. We are in the area right near here's where Pat Catan's used to be over here. Somewhere. That'd be behind this stuff. And now it's some extremely overpriced artsy place. Same product, different prices. And here's the China One Buffet, which we are approaching, where we are going to have a nice munch. So this is the end of part 2 of this particular installation. And we'll get back to you later. What do I have? I've got shredded mango chutney
Oh, yeah.
from India or something.
I eat apricot preserves with peanut butter on my 15-grain bread.
Oh, okay.
To me, that's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I eat shredded mango chutney with smoked oysters on crackers with jalapeno peppers.
And cream cheese.
Yes, and cream cheese. Gotta have that.
I saw you doing that.
That was good. So anyway, here's the third segment of this particular episode, but we had a nice meal at the Chinese restaurant. But this general area here is probably a little would be hard to see, and it's familiar. We've covered this area before. So we will close this episode, and you could say bye if you want this time. We can never do that anymore. It's just say bye. So okay, so then we're going to say bye, and thank you for watching. I hope it was educational and entertaining, and come back for more. Okay, catch you later. Bye. Now I got to shut it off.